Jeez Louise.
This is Sports Chat with Nat.
Well, here we is again. We ain't
Neither
got
one
no
of us are happy right now.
Listen, we not happy campers. And I was going to change my shirt because I said it looked dead. But then we realized both our teams look dead this week. So I'm going to keep my dead looking shirt on. So anyway, I'm Nat. That's Master T.
Hey, y'all.
we got to do this recap whether we want to or not. Vanessa, please just put our pitiful faces. Just to get the clip. Make it a clip because, listen, we both lost.
Sure I have my
we
face
started the week off bad. Ain't nobody think the Bengals was going to beat the Steelers. Not a soul in the world.
I mean, except Bengals fans.
Yeah, maybe the Bengals fans. And maybe one or two Bengals coaches. But when I tell you...
Not you said not one or two Bengals coaches. They didn't believe in themselves either.
Listen, I don't think they thought they was going to win either. But when I tell you, I was so disappointed. And I was so busy, I couldn't even go online to call the game. But it was probably good because I probably would have said something that would have got us canceled off of the team. So I thought it would be best that I not go online. So the final score was 33-31. Now, we put up some points. I mean, we put up some points. But that defense, I swear, I said it about 4 games ago. They need to get some of that daggone money back. They need to get some of that money back. Because I feel like he put up 400 yards. I mean,
you are a Joe Flacco fan, though. You love you some Joe. So
I love Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
I do because he's always been a solid quarterback. He's always been a good guy, always been a good leader in the locker room, all of the above. He threw for 342 yards. We gave up 470 yards, almost 500 yards of offense they had. I don't care what you say. Terrell Austin need to go. That defensive coordinator need to go. TJ Watt said, somebody asked him what was wrong with the defense. He said everything. Now that says to me
that's including him though.
Yeah, that's him too. Cause I listen. I'm gonna tell y'all, like I told somebody at the senior center the other day. I knew when TJ had that baby and got married, everything would change. What? You can say what you want, but when somebody have their first child, they change. It changes you.
How old? Like, when did he have it?
That baby I don't think that baby a year old. Look it up. I don't think that baby a year old.
You know what? Now, never mind. I will agree because I used to, when we get to our game, I used to say that about Kyle Pitts. I was like, you had a baby and now you soft now. It took about a year.
The reality is a baby will change your life. Good or bad, it's going to change your life. And the Watts are a big, happy family with a bunch of children, and they're just a big family, kind of, they're real close to their family. And their daddy is a good daddy. So them guys are good daddies. So
it was March. So yeah, you're right. They're not even, she's not even 6. No, she's a little bit over 6 months old.
Listen, I'm a retired social worker. I might not know everything, but I tell you some things I do know. And a baby will change your life. And he done got married to. And listen, okay, so 470 yards you surrendered. I can't. They had the ball for almost 35 minutes. We had it for 25. They ran 72 plays. 72. Almost 20 more than we did. It's just sad. Aaron wasn't bad. Aaron threw 4 touchdowns. Woo woo.
Aaron had 25 fantasy football points.
But Broderick Jones can't catch a break. So when they got that touchdown to Freiermuth, Broderick grabbed Aaron, and you know how you be shaking it? He threw Aaron on the ground. Aaron jumped up, and I could not read his lips, but I'm sure he dropped the F-bomb at that boy. And also, that flea flicker, whatever that was, when Warren turned around and tossed him the ball, he said, "What the hell are you doing?" That was it. Now, Tomlin claimed it was supposed to be a flea flicker. Warren said it was supposed to be a flea flicker. Now, I don't know if he was having a dementia moment and Aaron was the only one that knew it was not a flicker. I don't know. But 2 people said it was a flicker, and he said it won't.
Who's the demented person then?
Huh?
So who's demented then?
2 people said it was a flicker.
One person said it wasn't. So
now the social worker in me, the social worker in me said the one was a little off somewhere. Maybe they was thinking of another play or something like that. I don't know. All I know is Tomlin is 0-7 on Thursday night against AFC North teams.
Wow.
Now, the next thing, I ain't gonna stay on this too long, but I gotta say it. Now, I know I kept saying man to man, but if you're gonna play man to man, play it right. You can't be grabbing all on folks and pulling on the jerseys and run down beside them, follow the ball, and when the ball comes, slap that sucker.
Don't touch the player, because you gonna
touch the ball. Play the ball. Same thing in basketball. Play the ball,
not the person. Because if you play the person, you gonna get a flag thrown.
Why did you grab it? Look, why is you doing all this? The ball over there. What?
That's a pass interference already.
You all over there. Why? Darius Slay and Jalen Ramsey, there's a reason the teams got rid of them. They slow and old. And I've been saying for a long time, how's all the cornerbacks so little and the wide receivers and the tight ends super big? Come on now. Listen, all of them football players, so at some point, move somebody around, teach them something. Turn some of them wide tight ends, somebody to some, I don't know, but y'all better do something. Get some of your money back, get some new players or something. Because Joe Flacco picked them apart, and I knew it.
You did.
He picked them apart like you know how you take meat when you're making a chicken salad and you just shred it, and it's just he shredded. He shredded
our defense. That's what I was about to say. He just shredded y'all's defense. Y'all's offense was. Look, the game was close.
Championships? But what wins championships?
Defense.
Thank you. Moving on.
Defense.
And look, Mike was being sarcastic when he said he guessed the general manager for the Bengals knew something that he didn't know. He was being very flippant. Listen, I've been saying I wish we'd have taken Flacco. I've been saying it. But moving on. Was you getting ready to say something, sweet? What was you getting ready to say?
I just like how you use the word flip it.
Yeah. All right. So now the Rams at the Jag. Where they was in London.
Well, we was wrong.
We got suckered in on that one. The Rams ran them out the stadium in London, 35-7.
Matthew Stafford had best game. Right. One of his best games.
Ever.
Now, what is the sun? Is the sun now is it now becoming cloudy? Now, sunshine now getting cloudy. Cause we were definitely The Jags usually win in London. That is usually their place. If they don't win no place else, when they was sucking, they won in London. So maybe we should have actually done it the opposite, because you know what? They were like, they're playing well at their home. So maybe we should have thought maybe they're gonna suck it in London. And they were playing the Rams, and bad on us for going against Sean McVay.
Well,
Possibly.
they must have left the offensive line in America, because Sunshine got sacked 7 times. 7 times. That's ridiculous. He threw 1 touchdown. He was 23 of 48.
That was the one touchdown that made the game 35-7.
And Stafford was 21 of 33. Only 182 yards, but he threw for 5 touchdowns. No interceptions, no sacks. Come on. They rushed for 89 yards. It was a very balanced offense. 29 pass attempts, 33 rushing attempts. That's a very balanced offense. I just love it when it's balanced like that. I do. I love it. I love it. Okay, moving on. The Bears.
So wait, hold up. See,
what?
I know you always say like defense wins games, but you also like balanced offense. So I feel like you're gonna say balanced offense and defense wins games.
Yeah, because you don't know what to expect. Are they gonna run? Are they gonna throw? But when you get far behind and you got to throw, you got to throw. Duh. So if you balance that run, get that run going, they don't know what you're gonna be doing.
Like what we did tonight.
Okay, we're gonna get there, baby.
I wish we could get there first, but
you want to go there first? You want to go there?
No, we just might as well stick with the order.
Okay, Bears at the Aints. Where the Aints at the Bears. Listen, them Bears is coming together.
I told y'all.
We said it though. We said during the preseason that the Bears were going to be good. But
they scared us a little bit though. They did scare us a bit at the beginning, because we was like, did we say this too fast? But nah, they've coming into their own.
Now, the game ball, he gave it to the defensive coach, because they had 4 sacks, 3 interceptions, and they gained 44 yards on defense.
Also, Dennis Allen is also used to be the Aints coach last season that they just fired. So
So it was a 26-14. I said the Aints would have 14, so that was a good thing. But I can't wait to get to this next one. The Dolphins at the Bears. I mean the Browns. The Browns.
First off, how we didn't even see that
Why didn't we see what?
What did I thought I put the Dolphins to win, right?
You did. You did. I picked the Browns.
Yeah, I know you're happy with that.
First of all, what did I say? What did I say about Tua? What did I say? I said Tua had no business saying what he said. I said it was bad leadership.
You did. You did.
He came back.
And the offense and the defense, the offensive line did not protect him at all. Not at all.
And he got benched.
Did he get benched?
Yeah.
Who came in and played for him?
Doggone it. I was getting ready to say, the rookie from Texas, Quinn. Quinn came in. Quinn came in for him. Yeah. Quinn came in. They 1-6. And he said he should have kept in-house stuff in-house, and he had no business saying that. And
that's what Tua said at the end?
Yeah, that's what he said after he done called everybody out and everything. Yeah. He was 12 or 23 for 100 yards, but he had 3 interceptions, and he was sacked twice. They rushed for 99 yards. Now, it was a balance. It was 22 rushing attempts. He threw for 23 times, and Quinn threw 8 passes. So it was a balanced offense, but they couldn't do anything.
What do you mean it was a balanced offense? The score was 31-6.
No. As far as their attempts, The passing attempts and their rushing attempts. That's what I mean when I say a balance. I mean, they didn't like throw 50 passes and run 20 times. That's what I mean. Something's in my eye.
This sucks. Boy,
Yeah.
that's
I mean, and then listen, I guess I don't know if Mike McDonald is gonna make it through the season as the coach.
Well, I did hear before they were out. That's the question that's coming up. Is he gonna make it through or whatever? They said that they're just gonna let the season continue play out for it and see at the end of the season. Now, this may change on Monday because everything changes after on Monday, where they sit and they think and they're like, maybe we should change some stuff. But they said as of now, they will still keep him until and reassess at the end of the season because this is like the worst start for them for a very long time. And also, once again, the only Dolphins that really care are the 72 Dolphins when they won they're the ones who they be hoping they be like, ooh, nobody's ever gonna be as good as us. And anytime a team loses who has a winning record to start, they be like, yes, we're still the best NFL team ever.
Well, they sucking right now.
Well, they was right. They need to embody them, but that undefeated team.
Okay. Well, next game was the Patriots at the Titans, 31-13. Now, they had an interesting stat on the screen earlier. Now, Mike Vrabel got 5 wins in 7 games. And the Titans ain't won but 4 games since they fired Mike Vrabel. That is a very interesting stat. You fired him.
And you still ain't doing well.
And you still ain't winning. Now that final score was 31-13. You said 31. I said that the Titans would have 14. So we was almost perfect if you
would have took our scores to combine our scores.
But hey, Drake may look good. I mean, what can you say? The Patriots look good. They're gonna put up 30 points almost every game. They have.
The crazy part is now looking at they're like the top of their AFC North division, and usually the Bills are it as we took over.
Let me see. Wait a minute. They put up 33 against the Dolphins, 42 against the Panthers, where they lost to the Patriots.
Who?
What you call it?
You looking at the Bills or you looking at
Patriots? I'm looking at the Patriots.
Who did they lose against? You said the Patriots. I'm like, they can't lose against themselves.
They lost the Raiders. I'm sorry. Yeah, the Raiders. Okay. But yeah, they put up some points. But anyway, but they look good. I was getting ready to say something else. Drake was 21 of 23. That's what I want to say, for 222 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Now, he was sacked 4 times. Now, we don't even want to talk about Cam Ward, but he was 25 of 34, number 1 pick, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He was sacked 5 times.
At halftime, they said that this was like one of his best games.
Okay, I can believe it.
I said at halftime, so yes.
Now, the Raiders at the Chiefs.
Boy.
Now listen,
that game, I had that game on. I turned it off, and I ended up going to the other one because that was just.
I mean, Patrick looking down the field at the boy and did the vintage Patrick. I love when he does that. I mean, he was looking dead at the guy and did that so fast. And it was like beautiful, just absolute. Something is in my eye and it's driving me crazy. But yeah, vintage Patrick Mahomes. I didn't see the whole game.
You didn't miss nothing.
I
I
didn't miss
didn't.
the
I
thing.
stopped. I stopped because at the same time while that game was on, it was the Vikings Eagles game was on. So I flipped back to that game because
And that was where I was going next, was the Eagles and the Vikings 28-22. Now, that touchdown that got overturned, did you think it was a touchdown? Looked like he bobbled the ball to me. I'm sorry. It looked like the ball hit the ground and it was not secure. It wasn't secure in his hand. That's what it looked like to me on one of the replays I saw. Now, what you see?
I saw that too, so I don't know why they did this. But
I
of
don't
course,
know why he was fussing. He know doggone well that ball dropped out of his hand and hit the ground. I mean, sometimes you can try to make a good argument, but that was just a little blatant. That was.
But also you can see like the dirt and pebbles coming up. Like when you see that part, you be like, all right. Even if you a fan, you just be sitting there like, I hope that they decide they do it the wrong, like, do it in our favor. But if they don't, like, obviously a blind man can see that. So
let me check something right quick before I open my mouth, because I didn't get to see the game. I want to know.
Dang.
You tell me.
They're bad on fantasy football this week.
What is going on with Saquon Barkley? Somebody needs to tell me something. 18 carries, 44 yards, averaging 2.4 yards per carry. What is the problem here?
The interesting part is while Saquon is going down, AJ is over here.
Oh, well, he done pouted and whined and made all these statements and Bible quotes. And so, I mean, now he was targeted 6 times. He caught 4, and Devontae was 9 of 11 for 183. Now, they were killing it.
But AJ got like, 2.5 touchdowns? I would say half because he almost, like, it was the third one he could have had.
Yeah, he got 2.
But yeah.
But what's wrong with Saquon? Something wrong. Something ain't right.
You think he's hurt?
18 carries, 44 yards, 2.4 yards per carry.
But also, like, let's think about this possibly. Let's go into this because maybe it's not. Maybe it's Saquon, but maybe it's that the defenses know him so well. Like, he was literally MVP. He was also like the players voted him as the number 1 player in NFL like last season. So it's like maybe let's not chalk it up to just saying like it's Saquon, but let's say that the defenses are actually like kind of knowing how to target him, like how to stop him. It's like they know how to like go after him. There's more footage of him. There's more. I mean, they're always going to have footage of him, but it's like more things of him, like how he got so many yards. It's like, okay, let's stop that. I mean, it's almost like how with D. Henry, like we thought, like in certain parts of it, like it's almost like defenses are now like, all right, this is running back. Okay, this is how we need to really stop them, especially since that is their main person.
But aren't you supposed to expect them to do that, and then you be genius enough and smart enough to know, okay, they're going to try to stop Saquon. And so you see what they're doing in the first half. So you make adjustments in the second half to address what they did in the first half. But ain't that what you're supposed to do?
I mean, it is what you're supposed to do. Now,
I was just checking.
Do they do it? The question
I don't know.
Do they do it?
I didn't know if that was their game plan or if I'm just saying. That's what I thought they were supposed to do.
Okay. I mean, I feel like in the sense of what Philly is, in a sense, like if they're still, they feel like possibly if they're still winning games and Saquon is not getting as much time and stuff, they're not going to make those adjustments until it's like whether it's too late or whatever, or when it's a big change, like when the Giants beat the mess out of them last week.
Yeah,
there was a lot of factors that was going on. It was AJ. It was, they didn't. It was Saquon. All the stuff that they were like that. So now they're like, okay, let's maybe fix the issue with AJ first, because he got he has an attitude. So They're
Well,
like, okay, let's fix that first, and then they'll go on to Saquon, who's pretty much more even chill. I feel like he just be like, hey, if the team wins, I win. Like, I don't think
well, the
I don't
Vikings
think
ran
for the
six.
Cincy want to do all that much just because he's already been hurt before and he got all his accolades last season. So he probably like, you know what? I'm
Interesting.
okay. But
Interesting.
we'll see. I mean, we still got what 16 weeks to Super Bowl.
Yeah,
So
we do. We do. Well, the Vikings ran 67 plays and the Eagles ran only 49. So the Vikings really, they should be upset. They should have won that game.
they actually almost did. I mean, but they no, they was playing not very well at the beginning of the game. So
No, I
I
thought the
almost.
Vikings would pull it out. I did. They almost did. But now let's get to the Panthers and the Jets.
Oh my God.
Same old Jets, 13-6.
Justin got
Bench.
benched, and Tyrod Taylor came into the game. It still didn't make a difference. Damn Panthers. I can't believe they're like number 2 now. That's what we effing get. Either way, we still would have got been 2.
The fact that now this is just the social worker in me.
I like how you looking at all aspects of the game. Like
Justin looked really good through week 6 with the Steelers. Good completion percentage, rushing touchdowns, rushing yards, all of that. They haven't won a game over there. It's hard for me to believe he was that good in Pittsburgh and he's that bad there. Now, I realize that he was bad before he got to Pittsburgh. I understand that. And maybe not so bad as not in a good system, okay? But this is what clicked in my brain today. Tomlin is they call him a player's coach. Tomlin is like a daddy to a lot of those boys, and he's very nurturing, firm, nurturing, but strict, very methodical. Because if you listen to his press conference, he can tell you the stats of the other team, like he talking about his team. He's brilliant. I believe that he nurtured Justin to that excellent performance. I said last week that I was skeptical of Aaron Glenn's coaching method because you fired that boy in the first week because he dropped the ball. What, you gonna fire the whole team? Y'all ain't won a game yet.
Is there something more to that? We might have to look. Is there something more to it?
The point is, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So if he's over there demeaning those men, emasculating them, not building them up, you can say what you want. Somebody once said to me, he's an official at the college level. He might not be doing it anymore now. He said, and I'm trying to remember his exact words, that's why I got my eyes closed, something to the effect that grown men didn't need to be motivated, but they do. They still need to be motivated. Coaches still need to inspire, encourage, redirect, instruct, all of the above. I don't believe Aaron Glenn, I said it last week, I don't believe he is ready to be a head coach. I just can't believe that boy was that doggone good there, and all of a sudden he this bad. No, I'm having issues with that.
Look, if they end up firing Aaron Glenn, you think it's Aaron Glenn. I think it's just the Jets in general. Like, I think it's way above the coaching. I feel like it's something up at the top. Because even Aaron could not wasn't that great at the Jets. And they had a somewhat of an okay coach. But remember, him and the coach didn't get along, and Aaron got that man fired, and they still was bad. So I know you're thinking it has to do with Aaron Glenn. It might. I think it's upper management.
Now, I don't discount that upper management and administration in the front office is a problem. I don't discount that. But I also, when he fired that guy the first week, I was skeptical of his.
But it could have. Oh, you froze. You froze on me, Miss Natalie.
Decision making, excellent football. Yeah, I just think it put a wall up between him and his players, and I think they felt like, well, hell, it don't matter what I do, kind of thing. If I F up, he gonna fire me. And what he gonna? I don't know what they're thinking, but I don't think him firing that guy in the first week was what he should have done. Now bench him for a game or something, but to fire him that quickly, I don't agree. And I think that might have something to do with what happened in the locker room. That's just me. Final score 13-6.
Well, they keep on saying that he's not going to get fired either.
Okay.
But also at the same time, I feel like one season sometimes is not the best time to figure out to fire somebody unless you know it's something with them. I'm trying to figure out. Also, at the same time, it has to be something with the coach, like that player, if they just fire him after that ball drop. Because it has to be more than just that. Was it like upper management forced him to do it? Was it something that he had outside prior stuff that happened that also contribute to it? Like, I don't know. I can't even remember the boy's name who got fired. That's what I'm over here trying to find.
I think it was Gibson. Was it Gibson? Xavier Gibson? I don't know. I forgot. I don't know why that name popped up in my head. You can Google it faster on your iPhone. All right, moving on.
Well, because clearly he used to play them. He now play. Does he play for the Jets? I mean the Giants now.
Did I have the right name?
I don't know. I'm trying to work on that.
Hey, Sam.
Hey, Sam.
All right. So.
Oh, yeah, that was him because it was a game against you guys. Week 1, fumbled a kickoff and was covered and led to a touchdown 2 plays later on the loss, and on the 10th he was on the.
Okay. All right.
I have to go more into in depth, so maybe next week I'll have more information because I'm pretty sure.
Now, we had the Broncos on upset alert against the New York Giants.
And they did.
And we almost had it. We
did have the Broncos beat. We said the Giants would.
Yeah, we said the Giants would win.
Yeah, we were really close. We were very
close. I was 1 point. I said a 1 point win. You said a 2 point, and it was a 1 point win for the Broncos. But when I tell you that game, I think we almost called that one because those Giants look good, and I think they should be very optimistic moving forward. They put up 32 points.
It would have been 33 if they didn't have that missed field goal, and it actually would have went into overtime, possibly. Where were we? Okay. Check that one.
Now Jackson he was sacked 4 times. Scatterboo had 60 yards. Very balanced offense. 33 passing attempts, 32 rushing attempts. That just tickles me to death. Now, it does. To me, it's just like I know there's no such thing as a perfect game, but when I tell you the Giants had 26 first downs, the Broncos 25. Total yards, Broncos 407, New York 387. Passing yards, 268, 265. That game was, time of possession, 30, 11, 29, 49. Could it get any closer? Now, here is the kicker.
No pun intended.
So the Broncos won the game. They had 12 penalties. 12 for 127 yards. The Giants had 8. But the historic fact of that made NFL history, they scored all 33
points in the fourth quarter. Like, that was crazy. I was like, what? Which is true, because I literally was kind of putting it on my opposite, like on my iPad, trying to watch the games too of that with it. And I literally was like, dang, the Giants are beating the Broncos. I didn't see this one, but I forgot that I had chose the Giants to win.
Yeah.
And then and they was literally beating the mess out of them. But there were a couple of little turnover things that made the momentum change and stuff. And I always say sometimes you just gotta give a team they down. You give them a little bit of hope and give them one touchdown. And sometimes that's just the momentum to just have them start. And that's exactly what happened with the Broncos. Because other than that, if they probably wouldn't have gotten that touchdown, they probably wouldn't have won.
That game was phenomenal. We didn't have it as a game of the week, but it ended up being a thriller. A thriller. Now the next game, we had it as a game of the week. The Chargers and the Colts.
Oh, yeah.
The Colts have the best record in the NFL. They are 6-1, and they have Tyrod Taylor has 10 rushing touchdowns already. 38-24. We knew they would win the game. We knew, but we didn't think they'd be quite that dominant.
Which is interesting because the Chargers at first started off pretty strong, I feel like. I keep on doing that, sorry. All my games keep on playing when I keep on trying to touch them. I just feel like the Chargers, they started off pretty strong when they beat the Chiefs and stuff. And we were like, okay, them Chargers coming back. And they're kind of plateaued, and they're kind of look like they're either coasting or declining. I can't figure out which one.
Najee got hurt. Khalil Mack got hurt. Somebody else got hurt over there. I can't call the name right off. But now, while you looking that up, they were pretty even on paper almost, kind of a little bit. Not really. I lied. 444 yards to 401. That ain't too bad. 74 plays to 58. Okay. Time of possession, 34-25. Not too off. But that 38 points, they got them 38 points kind of quick. And I think they were defensive points, some of them. Wait a minute. I was looking for something. Was it a pick six in there? I think it was a pick six up in there. I think it was a pick six in there somewhere. If I'm not mistaken, but I can't. I
can't figure out who got hurt. Keenan Allen.
We had a team plus 7 tackles. We could have prevented a lot. Defense was not completely to blame.
Did Quentin Johnson get hurt again? I know his hamstring. Quentin Johnson. His he's a wide receiver. I feel like Wait, hold up. I can find out because obviously he's on
Yeah,
my
find
football
out.
team, and I can always check by how many points. Dang, I did horrible this week. Horrible.
Yeah, that Justin Herbert threw 2 touchdowns. He had 3 interceptions. I mean, 3 touchdowns, but 2 interceptions, and
Oh, he
sacked
did
3
play.
times. I was trying to see if one of them was a pick 6. I'm almost sure it was. I think it was a pick 6 in there, but I can't find that stat right now. But that final score was 38-24, and the Colts now have the best record in the NFL.
No, it wasn't him. He did play. He got 10
Okay.
points, and I didn't put him in the game.
I hate to say this next score. I didn't want to believe it. I did not want to believe it.
Oh, yeah. The Cowboys and
the Commanders. 44-22.
They I hate to say it, but they really did. The Cowboys look good during this game.
The Cowboys have the #1 offense.
Now that's really surprising.
They have the #1 offense. They are averaging 268 yards per game. It is the most. They have a total of 1,879 yards, which is the most. Yeah. I'm sorry. That's passing. Hold on, I'm sorry. Total yards 2,734, which is still that's #1. But that 1,879 is passing yards. Yes. Now they don't have the most rushing yards, but total yards, yes, they do. Total yards, they do. Yes, they have the #1 offense. The Colts are #2, Buffalo #3, and the Chargers, surprisingly, are #4. Chiefs are #5. 49ers #6, and Atlanta is #7. I'll stop right there. But I did not see them putting up 44 points. And I must say, I do believe that the Steelers getting rid of George Pickens was the wake-up call he needed to understand that he needed to mature. Now, I'm not sure if he's going to slip up and do some foolish stuff later on, because he's always been a good ball player, per se, as far as catching the ball. His blocking is suspect, and his overall team play can be suspect. But he is catching the ball right now.
But also, he's literally the only person for them to throw it to because, remember, CD is out.
No, he came back today.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I don't know how I missed
They were wide open. They were wide open today.
Oh, I definitely missed CD, but I did hear George the whole time. Sorry, CD.
Yeah, CD had 110 and George had 82 yards.
Oh, well,
CD
then maybe
was,
it was
5 of 8, and George was 4 of 6.
Well,
now, Jake Ferguson caught all of his, 7 of 7. Everybody else, Tolbert missed 1. And Javonte Williams missed 3 of his. But
so,
everybody else, yeah.
No, go ahead with it. I was going to ask about the Commanders.
Well, Jaden had an MRI. He's getting an MRI. He was 12 of 22.
He left the game. He's been hurt, though. These last couple months, I think, it is year 2. And Miss Nally always says something about year 2 with her. She always be like, it's that sophomore curse that happens. You do well, see year 1, and then year 2, for some reason, it goes down, and then you got to redo it for season 3. So I feel like the Commanders, it's like, they're not the Commanders that we thought they were.
No,
well, I won't say not right now.
No, they're not. Not giving that boy his money and making all of that. That was an issue. And I think that him not being there to practice and all of that, I think that had something to do with Jaden getting hurt. Jaden looks a little fragile to me. I know one of my coaches used to always say that the best athlete has little legs. Okay, not necessarily I don't agree, but
why would they say that?
I don't know why he said it, but he just did. I ain't even gonna call his name because I don't want the backlash. But I looked at Jaden today, and for the first time, I said he looks fragile. His legs look like this to me. They looked little. Those big men falling on him, he just looked little. I look at Aaron. I look at Justin Herbert is big. I look at Lamar is not little. Now Kyler Murray is short, but he was stocky a little bit. His legs were sturdy looking. Jaden's legs look like little pencils. He looks thin, and I don't. He looks fragile to me. And
well, that little fragile leg was that hamstring that got hurt. So
yeah, that was a hamstring, and he already got a brace on the other knee. But Dak
he had a rib injury last season. But
yeah, he little. Dak was 21 of 30 for 264, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. He got sacked one time. Now here we go again. I'm sorry. 31 rushing attempts, 30 pass attempts. I'm just saying.
That's the Cowboys, right?
Yep.
Along with their defense without Michael Parsons.
Listen, Bo Nix is on TV. I swear he looked 45.
Stop it.
He looked like somebody's daddy up there with that sport coat on. He looked just as old as Sean Payton. I mean, I know he ain't that old
as Sean Payton.
I'm just saying. Just now I turned and looked. He looked like an old man. Bo looks like an old man. I'm sorry. He do. All right, next game. Packers at the Cardinals. Now, even though there was no Kyler Murray, Jacoby Brissett, he 27-23. I mean, by the hair there. Wait a minute. You thought the Cardinals was going to win.
I did. But I didn't know that Kyler wasn't. Did I know that Kyler wasn't playing?
No, you didn't know that.
I didn't know that, but it's all right. They almost did. They kept that game pretty close.
Very close. Very close. Very close.
Hey, I probably was bad on my fantasy football, as bad as I was picking this week. So,
I mean, Micah had what, 3 sacks?
Yeah.
We play them next week. I'm gonna say this. We better not lose. I'm just saying. The
only reason I'm gonna say this is because, so remember the last time they played on Sunday Night Football, the game, that's why they have a 1 kind of that, because of a tie, because they were like, oh no. And remember, Michael Parsons said it felt like they still lost, because remember, he said, I didn't know that we could tie. So he gonna make sure, which everybody in the world was probably like, seriously, can't win. There's only, once you get the postseason, you can't tie, but during regular season, you tie.
Now,
Polo tank. But
so that final score was 27-23. I mean, what can you say? I mean, I thought the Packers would be, they've only lost 1 game. I don't know why I thought they would be near perfect. They tied 1, they lost 1. But they are sitting, hold on 1 second. They are sitting atop the NFC North. Detroit is second. They first because they've only lost the 1 game. Chicago and Detroit are tied at 4-2. All right. I can't believe the Panthers are sitting in second place, huh?
Oh my gosh, let's please. Oh my gosh, I do not. I
I
am not.
can't. I cannot. I
I can't.
cannot.
I can't either. I
I
cannot.
can't.
I
I
cannot.
can't.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
either.
And I and
That came out. That's how bad it was.
um. So anyway, moving on. Okay, the last game that we need to talk about right now.
Oh my gosh. Is it time? It's time.
The Falcons at the 49ers. Now,
Jesus help us all.
I
It
did
must
not
be
see
time
y'all
because
scoring
little
10
George
points.
keeps on coming out and hitting me in the back of the head. That's probably how I felt watching this doggone game this whole time.
Now, I said they would have 20 points, but I thought y'all would have 21.
I thought we would have won too, but nah.
But you talk, you do, you.
Is it really? Let's. First off, what happened? Okay. So the game, I felt like it was gonna start off pretty like evenly. You'd be like, oh yes, offense was going on. Defense was doing their job as usual. I have to give it up for our defense. I love our defense this season. Like we were horrible last season. Like I think we were like right. We would not think. I know we were ranked at the bottom of everything. Now we are at least in the top 10 on stuff because our defense is awesome. But the problem is what happens is offense can't come in and translate stuff that goes in. I don't know what was going on. At one point, I yelled at the TV like I love Pennett's smile. He's so adorable to me and stuff like that. But he started smiling after he had overthrew somebody. And I literally said, bro, why are you smiling and laughing? Like you just messed up. Like, what is you doing? This thing is annoying me now, but that's probably how I feel about this game. Defense, definitely. But I feel like what happened.
Defense what? The defense what?
Our defense was helping, but the thing about it is
they were doing what?
What we were doing well until we kept on getting till they actually started running McCaffrey even more. And
I was gonna say because he had 200 yards from scrimmage.
Yeah, we just like I said, we were doing well at the beginning.
Scrimmage.
Keeping up.
For those of you that don't understand what that means,
go ahead, explain
that
to the crowd.
Means that from the line of scrimmage where that ball is on the ground, he had 200 yards from that. Not after he caught the ball, from that line. Oh boy.
Yeah.
He looked like the old Christian McCaffrey that won Offensive Player of the Year. That's what he looked like.
I mean, he was hurt like all last season, so
yeah, he looks unstoppable.
We don't doubt that, Christian. But also, interesting enough, didn't know, but they did make it like running back day that they said because Bijan and Christian you actually trained together this summer and stuff. So yes, so I have to give it up for San Francisco's defense for really like Fred Warner was out and they literally knew how to come up and do it. But they also, I think what happens is when you have a amazing running back at what you do, if you're about to play against another team that has a great running back, like how it is, you're pretty much doing Bijan and Christian. You kind of know how to stop them. I thought our problem was the fact that I'm like, you have Bijan, who's an amazing runner. Why in the world can you not stop Christian? Like it's almost like you're playing each other. Also, I felt like we did not use Tyler enough because Tyler, when you're just giving the ball to Bijan all the time, right? 4 times.
Only 4 attempts, 4 rushing attempts.
4 times. Why are you giving Tyler that like thing? Because when you give Tyler more touches, we usually end up winning the game. Like when they are balanced. When it's I won't say pretty much when it is almost like a balance of when them two both get the ball.
Because last season both of them were like in the top 20 rushing yards. They were both So
last game when we played the Bills,
when
we played the Bills last Monday night, we gave the first touchdown was from Tyler Algier.
Yes, it was. Yes,
so
it was.
What was it that you wasn't giving the ball to Tyler? We literally say in the stadium when Tyler gets a first down is give the ball to Tyler. So why aren't you giving the ball to Tyler and Bijan? I also feel like, the throwing, Penix, I love him, but I feel like he holds the ball a little bit too long. The offensive line sometimes doesn't have enough time to, you can only hold the defense for so long, but they also was crumbling too. So
he was 21 of 38, 241. No interceptions though. That's a good
God.
plus.
Thank God. There were moments in time I was like, huh. But let's talk about the let's see, what was that nice little intentional grounding that happened that kept us from the score points. You overthrew Mooney that could have gotten a touchdown.
He really overthrew that one.
Yeah, it threw him out the thing that, like I said, that one. They had called that fumble thing, but then they hit him, and I'm like, oh, sugar. His knees, bruh. They talk about his knees. The sad part that I think was, of course, that's their job as commentators to go back and forth with it. Like, 1 minute they're talking about how awesome we are, and then they're like, but they just didn't. And same thing with San Francisco. So I do know that that's literally what you're going to get. You're going to get both sides of how one part is weak and one part is better. And then when they're doing something great, of course, that's when there was that. But one thing that they definitely did say, Al and Mike said at the end of the game, and I was like, yeah, they're right on this. It's because they were like, they really felt like with us, like we're pretty much of a dominant. We've been showing parts of it, and they were like, we dropped the ball like a lot in this because of the fact of like this was our next step. Like we beat the Bills last week. This was our next step of showing the world that we could be better, like that we are actually a good thing, because everybody always wants to talk about how up and down we are, and we are, but at the same, but the thing is but we can stay forward on these primetime games and stuff. Like the more that people can actually get behind us on like rooting for us and saying like, oh, this is a good game, then the more games that we can play on primetime and like show different areas of it. But if in most areas we're gonna just flop and flumble and 1 week we're great and then the next we're just like blah. Like we weren't as bad as we were when we played Carolina. That was horrible. But we were definitely not up to par at all on offense. Defense, I always give y'all's props. Y'all did as best as y'all could. Offense, I feel like we could have had way more points. And the game could have been exactly what we said, 21-20 or that. Yeah. So that's just hard. Heartbreaking.
Now, we got 2 more games tomorrow, the Bucks and the Lions, which I think is the NFC preview championship game. And the Texans and the Seahawks. So
which is at 10 o'clock at night. I didn't realize that.
Now, are we doing predictions tonight or tomorrow?
We can do them tomorrow.
Okay.
I'll be up watching the games. I'll be up now at work, so I can.
Yeah, I got.
I can do it. We don't have to have a on live like we normally do when we have to do everything. This one's a short one. I'm really sad because I was so excited to come on and be as hyped as I was on Monday night after the game, because I was super duper hyped, because I was like, no one believed that we could do it, and we did.
Yeah.
Interesting enough, everybody thought we was like 50. A lot of people were for us of winning, like 50. Well, over half of America was like 56% of us will be rooting for the Falcons, and we just dropped the ball.
Yeah. I mean, my thing is this. A lot of times with Tomlin, it seems like the games we should win, sometimes we don't win them. It's almost like we underestimate the teams that we are predicted to win.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you went out and got Jalen Ramsey, Darius Slay, supposedly for Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, and they played horrible against those 2 receivers that you hired them for. You gave them all that money to defend those 2 guys, and those 2 guys, I mean, it was horrible. It was embarrassing, actually. So I don't know. And we play them again in a couple more weeks.
Maybe they should be better. Unfortunately, we only play San Fran once every 4 years, so we won't be able to go back on that one. But I mean, I get you because that's how I feel about what my Falcons. Like, I feel like the games that we should be winning, we don't win, and then the games that we like, people don't really think that we win, like gonna win, and we think that as fans too, we be like, oh, we about to be blown out. That we win, and you be like, come on, I need y'all to switch it. So
yeah, I don't know. I like when we do. I think we should rotate our linebackers a lot faster. We got to get on a better rotation for those linebackers because Alex Highsmith stays hurt a lot with a lot of hamstring and all that stuff. We got Nick Herbert and we got Wilson. We need to rotate those linebackers a little bit better. Get them in and out. You got to get them in and out. And I don't understand. I'm going to say it until I can understand in my brain why we got rid of Brian Flores. Somebody said that they feel like Tomlin felt threatened because Flores was a better. That was, well, if he was, that was stupid because you crossed in the two.
I don't think that's it.
I think Flores, he ain't a head coach nowhere. He's still a defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
So I can see if he was leaving to go be a head coach, he left to be a defensive coordinator. So why is he not still a defensive coordinator with us?
I mean, does it still have to do with the stuff that happened in Miami?
Why? He's still a defensive coordinator in the NFL. So what they got to do with anything?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, like I said, I don't think it had nothing to do with Tomlin. I feel like I don't know. I feel like they kind of blame Mike Tomlin for everything that happens.
Because he's the head coach, they're supposed to blame him.
I know that, but sometimes I feel like it's not possibly him. I mean, it may be other people above him, or it may be other things around. But I know that he's the face of it. It's just like Aaron Rodgers is the face of the team. So everything that happens on everything else has to fall on Aaron. So yeah.
Listen.
I mean, I was just saying that as far as like coaching wise, it said like somebody like, oh, he left because of Tomlin. Be like, well, why do we have to say it's him? It could have been something totally different. We're just saying because of him. That's it.
It could have been money. It could have been money, but
right.
I don't believe it.
Hey,
but anyway,
they follow the dollar signs.
Now I don't know how true it is. I saw a lot of stuff saying that the officiating crew was being investigated. I don't know if that's a true statement because there were so many calls that were supposedly. He looked like he drinking again.
Mike McDonald.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you talking about just in general for your games or your game or just in general?
Well, our game in particular, I saw a lot of statements from professionals, from retired players, and everything saying how bad that game was actually called. So I don't know if it's really true. I know they do go back and review all of the calls and everything. So I don't know, but we'll see.
Speaking of calls, I totally forgot when you said that. That made me remember one of the calls that was supposed to be actually reversed in our game. And it was the last touchdown from Christian McCaffrey in it. So who was it? Was it one of the O-linemen? I can't remember who was. I think his number is 76. I do remember that. He pulled. So you remember how they were like, oh, the pile is still moving. And we thought that Christian was running, like still getting this touchdown. Well, one of the offensive players was pulling him into the end zone. You can't do that.
You can't do that.
You can't do that. So they ruled it a touchdown. It was like, yes. And they was like, they went back and they saw that and it was like, yeah, that should have been called and it would have been a 10-yard penalty. So that also would have, I don't think it could have made a difference in the game. But yes. But yes, that was a big call right there, I feel like too. Like, yeah.
Wow.
And I think it wasn't before the 2-minute warning. It wasn't after the 2-minute warning. It was before the 2-minute warning. So, but yes. So that will be looked at tomorrow. So that's it. You frozen on me.
Okay, you were froze. Say that again.
That's funny because you were frozen
froze.
on my end.
We all froze. The whole thing was froze. Say that again.
Which part?
What you was?
Oh, that on Monday this will be looked at.
Yes. Yes.
This will be looked at on Monday, along with everything else. They must go through a lot. If you think about it, they go through a lot of games. Like each game is so long. Like they have to literally go through each one to watch. And I don't think they probably go through and watch an entire game instead of just watching like just the calls of like the penalties and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure they watch it and be like, hey, this is what y'all missed on this one, da da da. So,
well, something we forgot to do last week, which we're going to try to remember to do tomorrow, is the NFL Power Rankings, which they won't. We'll do our own. But Matthew Stafford right now is leading all quarterbacks in yards. Dak is second. Sam Darnold is third. Baker Mayfield is fourth. And Drake May is fifth. Jonathan Taylor is leading running backs. Cook from Buffalo is second. Bijan is third. And Williams of Dallas and Darnold, who Dallas got rid of Carolina, is fifth. Jamar Chase is second. Puka Nacua third. Pickens is fourth in yards. And Abuku from Tampa Bay, yeah. And Smith in Jabugi from Seattle, how do you say his name? From Seattle is first. Sachs is Denver, but Benito from Denver, Young of the Rams, Burns of the Giants, Hutchinson of Detroit, and Armstrong of the Commanders. Interceptions is Lloyd of Jacksonville. So that's the stats right now.
I can do the rankings from last week because they come out on Tuesday. So after the whole thing, so actually, I can tell y'all from last week what the power rankings was, because when I did see this, it was interesting because I was like, oh, I
don't like the way they're doing it. I'm not impressed with the power rankings. I'm not, but go ahead.
I will do both because I know ESPN and NFL have their own, and they're pretty much usually about the same until you get to after the top 10, and you be like, really? But so previously we always had the Bills at number 1, right? Well, this current week it is no longer the Bills.
Okay, who they got?
The Bucks. Tampa Bay.
And I think it should be the Colts, but go ahead.
But that's right. But this is for this week 6 as we're in now.
I still said it should have been the Colts.
Actually, no, we're week 7 now for
so I still said last week it should have been the Colts, but go ahead.
Was week 6? Hold up. Look, I should have looked to see what did it change, but it did. So it was so this week that we are on now, week 7, currently Bucks, Lions, Seahawks, Bills, Packers, Eagles, Rams, Colts, which is number 8, Chiefs, and Steelers. They all round out the top 10. I agree with you because I don't understand how the Colts and the Bucks have the two at that point in time. They have both of them have the best record in the NFL. Why is the Bucks number 1 and the Colts number 8? That part doesn't make any sense. If anything, it should be, if you were going to do it that way, if you're going to do it by ranking, like what is it called? Records.
Yeah.
Technically, it should. If you want to say the Bucks are number one, keep them at number one. But that means that the Colts need to be number two. Why are you not giving the Colts their credit? Because they really are dominating and actually are a very good team right now. And honestly, I will put my bet on the Colts. So, all right. After that, we have 11 is the Broncos, Commanders, Jags, Chargers, 49ers, Patriots, Falcons, Bears, Vikings, Texans. Texans are number 20.
I'm
21 is Panthers, Cowboys, Ravens, Cardinals, Saints, Giants. So that should not even be a thing. Because don't know how you put the Saints before the Giants, especially when their record is 1-5, and the Giants' records on this one was 2-4.
now whose
Bengals,
ranking is that? ESPN or NFL Network?
Yeah, NFL. We're gonna go to ESPN in a second, guys. Bengals, Raiders, Dolphins, Browns, Titans, and to end it all off, they have the Jets as 32.
Okay.
How I just some of these don't make any sense because you're like, how are you getting these power? Because part of the power rankings I feel like needs to deal with your record. So why in the world? Like, I really don't think that they're giving the Colts their credit.
They're not.
Like, okay, ESPN. Let's see.
That was NFL Net what you just did?
Yeah, that was NFL. This is ESPN. Okay. Okay. I still think they should have done that different, but yeah, ESPN is a little bit better, but
not really. But go ahead. I'm looking at it. I'm not feeling it.
All right. Still number one that they have as the Bucks. Then Lions, Bills, Colts.
How you gonna have the Bills and they've lost 2 games and the Colts only lost 1 game? I don't
know. I really do not know.
I don't get that.
Eagle, right? They literally right now. So that means if the okay, we're gonna go with that, and I'm gonna say this.
Go ahead.
Eagles 5, Packers, Rams.
How is the Packers number 6 over the? I don't get it.
Rams, Seahawks, Chiefs, Broncos round off the top 10. 11 is 49ers, Steelers. 12 Chargers, Patriots, Jaguars, Falcons, Commanders, Vikings, Bears, Texans, which round out 20. 21 is Panthers, Cowboys, Cardinals, Ravens, Giants, Raiders, Bengals, Saints, Browns. Don't see how that happened. Dolphins, Titans, Jets. Only thing they got right was the Jets being the lowest because of literally their record. Everything else they did not do in the middle part. So you know what we should do tomorrow, Miss Natalie? We're gonna try to do this. We should come up with our own
power ranking because that makes sense to me.
Really of who should be it, because this is not. I truly do not think, like, we're gonna do it tomorrow after the thing, because that way we can see what the Bucks and the Seahawks
and the Lions do.
Play. So
and the Seahawks.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. How can the Cowboys have the number 1 offense, putting up all that and then all that yardage and be ranked that low? You see what I'm saying? That doesn't.
It don't make sense.
It's not matching.
The math ain't mathing.
What did children say? Make it make sense.
The math ain't mathing.
It ain't mathing. Math ain't math. It don't make sense to me. Now I do agree that the Bucks look good.
The Bucks do look good, but I feel like the Colts do too. Like, why are the Colts ranked so low? And they have this, currently at this point in time, they have the best record in the NFL. If the Bucks lose tomorrow, they no longer have the best. They are not number 1 or 2. The Colts, Indianapolis Colts, will have single-handedly the the best record in the NFL if the Bucks lose tomorrow. So why?
They beat the Dolphins. That don't matter. They beat the Broncos. They beat the Titans. That don't matter. They beat they lost to the Rams. They beat the Raiders. They beat the Cardinals. They beat the Chargers.
Once again, and then the thing about it is, it doesn't even matter with it. But look at how they're playing. Look at what their score, like how many points they're putting on the board and all that other stuff. Like, I just think, I don't know.
Now the Bucks,
not a Bucks hater, but at the same time, I feel like
the Bucks beat y'all by only 3.
Yeah.
They beat the Texans by only 1.
Right.
They beat the Jets by only 2.
Right.
They lost to the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
They beat the Bucks by only 3.
You mean
they beat the 49ers the most, you know.
You said they who did they beat by only 3?
The Seahawks.
So
they lost to the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
They beat the Jets, the Texans, and the Falcons.
And the Seahawks.
So they played tougher teams. So I mean,
but still,
they beat y'all, which was a tough team. They lost to the Eagles, the Super Bowl champs. They beat the Seahawks, a good team. They beat the 49ers, a good team. So they did have they had a little tougher schedule so far than the
Colts.
The Colts.
Which is fine, but still, why
they base
are the
power ranking on who you playing too?
But also, let's look at the team as a whole, though. Like, we can't. It's kind of hard because you cannot. I feel like they're not giving them their credit. It's almost like I have to even go back to when it comes to like the Ravens and the Bills, when like last season and all the other stuff, when everybody will always be on like the Chiefs and stuff. And it was like, get on, like, these two are very good teams and very underestimated with everything too. Like, why are they always being belittled or underdogs towards the Chiefs when they have better stuff going on? Timeout. Oh, sugar.
The Colts are undefeated in the AFC.
So if they're undefeated in the AFC, but look at the Bucks, they're not undefeated against the NFC.
So if the playoffs start right now, they're the one.
Right.
In the AFC, the Patriots number 2, Broncos number 3, Steelers number 4, Bills number 5. If the
enough said.
So I'm again, how are they ranked number 8 in the power ranking?
8 on ESPN and like 12 on they weren't even the top 10 on NFL Network. That's why I'm like, give the Colts their credit.
NFL best in points per game, yards per play, and point differential. The Colts. How are they number 8 in the power ranking?
8 on ESPN and 12 on NFL Network. That's what I said. They don't even.
And I'm looking at NFL Network right now.
Game day final.
You know what? Somebody
give the Colts their credit. Give credit where credit is due. Like, come on now. I know I'm always joking and stuff, but I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. Yes, the Bucks are really great right now. Yay. But at the end of the day, yes.
Bless your
Yeah.
heart. Bless your heart.
Yeah.
I know. I
Yeah.
know.
Oh, she's
I
just
want
saying
to
that
read
because
you
the Steelers
something.
are still
I want to
number
read
one
you
in their
something.
division.
Let me read you something.
Oh gosh.
Wait a minute. I love seeing Black women talk their sports and be accurate.
Oh, who said that?
Somebody named Doug. He said it 2 days ago when we were talking about Aaron Glenn.
Thanks, Doug.
And so I said, thank you so much for watching and taking the time to comment. And he came back, yes, ma'am, I will most definitely be waiting for more content.
Oh, appreciate you,
There was
Doug.
one more comment that I want to share that someone said that I thought was decent. And let me see if this is, no, that ain't it. Wait a minute. So yeah, that made me feel pretty good. I want to share that with you all.
Oh.
Now, some of our little pre-games had quite a few views. Somebody said, keep going, y'all. And somebody said solid. And that was our Rams Jaguars comments. But we had, I just must say, 173 views on the short on the Rams Jags.
Sorry, you're wrong. That's my next.
Yeah, we're so sorry we're wrong. But we had 1,000 on the Steelers Bengals.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry, we were wrong on that one too.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, except for Miss Natalie really did think that she literally said while we were texting, she literally was like in the game, she was like literally Joe Flacco. I knew it. Literally, Joe Flacco is their kryptonite, and she loves her some Joe Flacco. If you go back to all the things, and she feels like he will probably beat everybody by himself.
Yeah, and we had 782 on the Chiefs versus the Lions pregame. So thank you guys for watching us, for listening to us. Now, some of our predictions have been falling on the wayside, just like the NFL analysts on TV, because they've been picking the same teams we've been picking.
We all been off.
We've all been off because
week 5 threw everybody off. Week 5 was live, and it threw everybody off. So we're gonna try to get better at our predictions. At least I am. At least I will.
That jokingly sometimes. Jokingly, we say any given Sunday, but truly, any given Sunday, anybody could really win because everybody is in the daggone NFL. And no matter, I'm just saying.
That's actually one of my favorite movies. That's actually one of my favorite NFL movies.
Me too. Yeah. Because last week, I mean, nobody saw the Giants beating the Eagles. Nobody.
Except Giants fans.
And there was a couple of other ones that nobody saw happening. Who else was it? It was something else. It was something else.
I don't think that nobody really saw for real that big of an upset between the Browns and the Dolphins. I think people probably thought the Dolphins. I think a little bit more people thought the Dolphins probably would have won.
Yeah.
Definitely this Cowboys Commanders one. I don't think nobody.
Ain't nobody see that coming.
Not that big of a.
No, not like that. And I mean, I didn't see the Rams and the Jags being that lopsided. Of course, nobody saw the Bengals beating us. And I did not see the 49ers beating y'all like that. I didn't see that.
I mean, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad score-wise. That's what I was saying. It wasn't that bad score-wise.
And I did not see. I saw the Broncos losing to the Giants. But nobody would have thought at the beginning of the season the game would have been that close.
No,
And
not at
nobody
all.
would have thought that putting Jackson Dart in. Well, some people thought Jackson Dart would be the change, and he was. He
Oh
was the
no,
change.
they
They
predicted
knew.
that. They
We,
knew that early. They just didn't know that he was going to be in that early. They actually wanted him to come in about this week, about week 7 or 8. They like the analysts. I remember they were like, "Do not put him in that early. Let him sit behind Russell and learn some stuff." Sorry, Russell. You was
Russell won't teach him nothing. Russell,
yes, he
I'm so
did.
sorry.
He did teach him. He taught him what not to do.
Not to do. Yeah. I y'all know I love Reverend Russell.
Yeah.
But nah.
Russell was still look at the end of the day. Russell over here sitting down getting his money still from the Broncos, and like the real MVP when it comes to your contract wise is still Russell Wilson. You still getting paid from the Broncos and from the team that you're on right now.
But somebody said, you know when you ain't got it no more.
That's
so
true.
I'm still confused as to why you bench Russell, put in Jackson, and then you put Russell in and not Jameis Winston. Why? Help me understand. Can you help me understand?
No, because my next question was going to say is, do you think this is Russell's last season?
It should be. I mean, but again, just from you benched him a week or two ago. Jackson goes down.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you put the one back in the game that you just took out? Why not go with the other boy that's up? I'm confused. That to me, did I miss something? I mean, what? Oh, that don't make good coaching sense to me. Is Jameis hurt?
From what? From practice?
Now, there are times where people get injured in practice.
I do know that, but it would have been in the headline. There is nothing on him. Matter of fact,
so
does
again,
he reps in practice? He probably does.
Help me understand.
I can't help you understand when the math
I can't get it.
It's like somebody saying that 2 + 2 = 5, and you're like, 2 + 2 is 4. No, 2 + 2 is 5. And you're like, 2 times 2 is even 4. The way you do it, 2 + 2, 2 times 2 is always 4. The answer is always 4. So how are you getting 5?
I don't get it.
So,
yes. But yeah, he
I can't help you understand that math is not mathing of how you're getting 2 + 2 is 5, and it's before.
I just did see the post game of Jackson Dart. Him and Scatterboo, where they go to college at? Where did they go to college? Did they go to HBCUs?
I don't think so, but I love his name.
Do you catch my drift? What I'm saying?
The swag.
The swag is thick. That swag on them rookies is thick. How did they get that much swag? I want to know.
Maybe from where they were.
I want to know where they get that swag. Them boys got some swag. That boy up there with chains and a hat looking like.
Scatterboo went to Sacramento State and Arizona State.
Okay, so that one where they got it from.
It wasn't. Hold up. And he went to school in Leo Linda High School.
What state is that?
That's in California.
Okay.
He was around a lot of.
Okay. All right, so Jungle Fever.
Jungle Fever.
It's got to be some Jungle Fever or something because they got too much swag just to be regular Anglo-Saxons. They got a lot of swag. That's way too much swag to be from an Ivy League.
And whatchamacallit went to the he went to USC and Ole Miss.
Okay.
And
There's
he's
the
from,
swag right there. There goes the swag right there.
and he's from Utah.
Oh, you know what that is? Rebellion.
He's from Kaysville, Utah. That is where
That's
Jackson Dart is
rebellion.
from.
That's rebellion.
You funny.
Okay, I get it now. I get it.
That's for Jackson, right?
I get it now. That makes sense. He been liking that swag all along, but while he was in Utah, he had to be in undercover.
Man, I got that swag.
Yeah, he had to be undercover. Oh, I was in a fashion show. I was in a fashion show with cancer survivors and warriors. Both of my biological mom and my adoptive mom both died of cancer, so I was in it on their behalf. But so we had a category of team sportswear and everything. So of course I'm adorned in my hoodie. My hoodie with Steeler up the sleeve and all this swag, everything, and they booed me. You know, most of my church members are Falcon fans.
But not to boo you. Now, if you
they booed me in the church fashion show.
That's funny. Now that they cheer on the person that had on all the Falcons gear.
They were just everybody else was Falcon. Everybody else was Falcon. No, I take that back. It was one Buffalo Bill.
Did they boo them?
No.
I was about to say maybe they got confused with the yellow with gold.
Maybe I think it was personal. I don't say they booed me. They may have just been joking, but no, I don't think it was. But anyway.
You guys don't be booing Miss Natalie. We love, as Falcons fans, we have to love Miss Natalie and we have to love the Steelers. They are nowhere near our division, nor are they in our conference. So we don't have to.
They told me I'm supposed to be a Falcon fan by now. Why? Why do I have to be a Falcon fan by now? But anyway,
you support your team. The only team that I do not condone you going to is that other team.
Is the
that's black and gold. If you go there, then I'll probably be like, why?
Oh no.
That would have been interesting. That would have been actually kind of interesting as a podcast.
No.
I still would love you though, but I just probably be like, boo.
So no, I would never do that. So Jets not ready to name QB1 after Fields benching. What is that a name? What is that a name? Sky is the limit as Cowboy offense hits its stride. Well, okay. I don't
love these headlines that they're gonna. I love these nice little headlines. Dolphins head coach fields more questions about job security.
Okay. We shall see.
Doug Martin passed away?
Yeah, he did. I was just reading that. It didn't say why.
Oh, he was young. He's 36.
Yeah, 36. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Let me see something right quick. I forgot to look at one thing. Before I say it, I want to look. Wait a minute.
Oh, I didn't know this, but okay. So today the Broncos honored
Bye, Sam. He said he's out.
Bye,
Good,
Sam.
Great morning, nice day. See you next live. Thank you, babe.
They said they honored the late great Demaryius Thomas into their Ring of Fire, their Hall of Fame ring today in their in the stadium. Boy, he was a good player. He was also fine as I don't know what too. So that was a very loss on both ends. But yes, and that was sad because he died. I remember reading about it. He died of a seizure in the bathroom, which is sad.
Who was that?
Demaryius Thomas. He
Oh
used to be
yeah,
the wide receiver for the Broncos.
Broncos. Yes.
So they
That
honored
thing
him.
tore up Peyton Manning. That tore up Peyton Manning. He was. I don't think I've ever seen him that emotional.
Mm.
Peyton Manning was very emotional when he died. Yeah.
He was just an all around, from when I remember like reading about the post and stuff, just a very all around like good person, very sweet. Everybody liked him, very likable. He was like a great player. So yeah.
I went back right quick to look at Geno, 10 of 16 for 67 yards. I just wanted to see something right quick. I just had to see. I'm so disappointed and surprised at the dismal, very dismal state of the Raiders. And it leads me to question, on a serious note,
Old man Pete.
why do they keep giving coaches that have proven to be losing their swagger, losing their edge, and not giving other coaches an opportunity? Players that have been excellent players, or assistants that have proven to be excellent, why do they not get an opportunity? And you steady give people that are clearly out of touch with today's player continuous opportunities. I'm a little, just a question. Things that make you go
more for the whole entire like Raiders staff.
I'm thinking now. Okay, now I'm okay with, okay. So they give. Now I know my theory don't make sense right now because I'm getting ready to use an example. They gave Aaron Glenn an opportunity. Okay, thank you. Okay, he's not doing well. Okay, he will not get another opportunity as quick as Pete Carroll has gotten another opportunity. He was going downhill with the Seahawks for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ever since he lost that Super Bowl. Okay. They had a couple of good, decent seasons, but no more Super Bowls, right?
Yeah. That's yeah.
Okay. But yet and still, he stayed at the Seahawks, and he got another head coaching job. The coach from New England last year got 1 year.
He did.
Boom, gone.
That was also because, remember, they said there was some other things that he didn't do too.
Like what?
Because he was supposed to like lose, like one of those games. I think he was supposed to like lose, and he didn't. So that was something. I think he also made comments too about stuff. So I think that was, yeah. Along with the fact of the matter that him and Aaron Glenn are.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So again, it's really concerning. It's really blatant. It's really obvious. And in 2025, it's discouraging. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. All right. So tomorrow night we will do live predictions in the wee hours of the morning.
Since probably around this time we will be coming on.
We'll be in the wee hours of the morning.
Yeah.
I got work to do on the tomorrow, so I'll get that done early. Take a nap. So I'll be ready. And after we get off the air, I got something to tell you.
Okay.
All right. So thank y'all guys for watching. And we'll see you tomorrow night. I mean, tomorrow morning. I mean, whatever.
Whichever one it is.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.